Hello? Hello? This one's called Fallen. The distance a newborn can see is roughly 8 inches, roughly the distance from a mother's arms to her eyes. It is no wonder why, as a child, I always looked up to my parents. Always looked up to my mother. Her loving, caring compassion, she showed me how a life can be lived through faith in God. It seemed like I'd forever be in a state of sleeplessness if I couldn't feel those warm, motherly lips on my forehead before bed. Even though sometimes her pork chops were a little dry, it was her cooking. The way she seemed to keep food on the table and my body nourished as I flourished growing up that meant so much. Yes, and my father was the bringer of the life lessons with his words. He carried the weight of my whole world on his back. When I was too young and too weak, supple and meek, I soaked in what was spoken. Cub Scout camping trips and learning to bone a fish, learning what it is to be a man when I was still a boy. No cape, but these were my heroes, my idols. It is as if they never stepped out of my 8 inches of clarity from that time that I was first born, but it is now. As I sit here now, listening to my fiance in the bathroom getting ready for supper. As I send a text message to my ex, love her, I love her. I can't seem to be faithful, but that is when I resemble my father. It is now. Now as I finish my taxes, filling out the W-2 for my 5th job, the 4th of which was part-time, the 3rd minimum wage this year, the 2nd one I walked out on, then the last time that I get walked all over, overworked and underpaid. This is when I resemble my mother. It is when the pedestals crumble under the weight of a dysfunctional household. Falling apart, all the walls are down. Look, I've got glasses now. My range of view is vast. I've grown old enough to see past the initial 8 inches of understanding. Old enough to see what has always been before my eyes all along, that even heroes are still human, feeble, fallible, and fallen. Now that I remember how I always wanted to be exactly like my parents when I grew up. And it is now, today, that my biggest fear is that I am Ray Gables.